Will original Medicare or any of the other insurance plans that you have pay for a nursing home if you need one? Let's find out. My name is George Ibanez. I am with Medigap today. We're an independent insurance agency, and our main goal is to make sure that you get the best insurance and the best coverage that you can possibly get. Our services are free to you, and it doesn't cost you anything to consult with us or to get any of the different insurance plans that we have. Today we'll be talking about something very specific. We will be talking about nursing homes and rehabs, and we will also be talking about how Medicare handles all those expenses. You need to understand the coverage or the insurance coverage that you currently have. So if you ever need to go into a nursing home or assisted living facility or rehab, there is no surprises, and you understand perfectly well what your expenses will be. Let me start by saying that it's important that you understand that unless you have a long-term care policy, neither Medicare or a Medicare supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan will be paying for your nursing home. They will be paying, or they might be paying, for rehab when you come out of the hospital if you need to get any kind of rehab. But neither one of all of those insurance that I mentioned will pay for a long-term care stay in a nursing home. In essence, the only entity that would pay for a long-term stay in a nursing home would be either if you have a long-term care policy or if you qualify for Medicaid. Let me explain what the different insurances will pay in case you ever need to go into a rehab facility. And those different insurance coverages would be original Medicare, a Medicare supplement plan, a Medicare Advantage plan, or a long-term care coverage. If you just had original Medicare and that's all the insurance that you would have, then what would happen is the first 20 days Medicare will cover your rehab stays. But after day 20, from day 21 to day 100, which is all that Medicare will cover, you will have to pay $204 a day for each one of those days. Now, that is a lot of money if you start thinking that that would be if you need to stay the entire 80 days that you have as the balance of your Medicare coverage. That is $204 a day times 80, which is a little bit higher. It's a little bit more than $16,000. So that is a lot of money that you would have to pay out of your own pocket. If you had original Medicare plus a Medicare supplement plan, then it wouldn't be that bad because the coverage will still be for 100 days, but Medicare will pay for the first 20 days, and then after that, your Medicare supplement company will pay the balance of the $204 a day. So you wouldn't have to come up with the money to pay for the balance of the 80 days that Medicare doesn't cover in full. So the balance will be paid between Medicare and your Medicare supplement plan for the balance of the 100 days, which would be 80 days. That is your responsibility. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you would be pretty much in the same situation that you would be if you just had straight Medicare. and nothing else, because for the first 20 days, the Advantage plan will go ahead and pay for your expenses, just like Medicare would. But from day 21 to day 100, you will have to bear the expenses of approximately $200 a day for those 80 days of coverage that you will still have. And that amounts to about the same like if you didn't have anything else but Medicare. You will be responsible also for about $16,000 if you had to stay the entire 100 days. Finally, if you have Medicaid or you qualify for Medicaid, they will pay for your rehab if you needed to go to rehab, and they will even pay for your long-term care nursing home if you have to go with one. But keep in mind that you would have to financially qualify to be on Medicaid for them to pay for your expenses. And it is difficult to qualify for Medicaid because unless all you have left in your accounts is $2,000 or less, and you don't have a house that is in your name that you own with a lot of equity, then Medicaid will not pay for your expenses in rehab or your expenses in a nursing home. So you have to keep that in mind as well. At the end of the day, unless you have a long-term care policy to pay for your nursing home, nobody, not Medicare or a Medicare supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan, will pay for your nursing home. The only one that will pay, again, for a nursing home, if you need to go to one, would be a long-term care policy or Medicaid if you qualify for Medicaid. Finally, I need you to understand that a long-term care facility or nursing home is not the same as a skilled nursing facility. A long-term care facility or nursing home is where people go as a permanent solution when they can no longer live by themselves and they need some help. Where a skilled nursing facility is where people go after a stay in the hospital to give them the rehab that they need to be able to live by themselves. If you have any questions about this video, leave me your comments in the section below, and I will try to answer as much as I can. You can always call us and I will answer your questions. If you have any questions in reference to this video, or if you have any questions in reference to Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, or simply about Medicare. And if you enjoy this video, give me thumbs up and subscribe. Till then, have a great day.